everyone, you alright? Oh, it's very nice to be here again. I like this night, it's very good. I just have to say, I will try my best with my voice tonight. I was comparing a metal festival for 4 days last week, and they love their smoke machines, metalheads do. They love their smoke machines, and it's kind of destroyed my vocal cords a little bit, but we'll see how we get on. And also, just big up everyone who's performed so far, because you're bloody good. It was really good. I sat there really enjoying it. Sammy and Bob kind of remind me of the people on, what's the telly show? Pointless. There's the guy with the glasses who's got the info in the corner, and they have the bands. That's what it is. It's like poetry pointless. That's the vibes that I'm getting right now. Just thought I'd say that. Sometimes you shouldn't say all the things that go through your head, but it's all right. Okay, so I'm going to start off with a poem about my friend Sam. And Sam is a very special human. He learned how to count by learning all the Pokemon from 1 up to 150. And even in his 30s, Sam, if you give him a number, he can still tell you what Pokemon that is. And I think that's a pretty good skill. Sam is also the only person that's ever told me that if there's a song that he likes to speed up the song and slow down the song and then see which tempo of the song that he prefers the most. I've never known anyone do that before, but that's something that Sam does. He once told me that he thought a certain song was the best song in the world. So just think, right, if you had to pick the best song in the world, like, what would you choose, okay? There's a lot of songs out there, that's all I'm saying. This is what Sam chose. The best song in the world is Come On Eileen by Dexy's Midnight Runners. It's true. You told me in a backstreet London pub, the only karaoke session where your mouth caught fire and you threw yourself across the stage. Every dance movement, self-immolation. Every out-of-tune note, a protest, a deed of living. You, who sped up and slowed down songs just to see if you liked them better. You, who sung in different voices depending on mood. I still see you, mic in hand, screaming the lyrics over and over. Every time I stare at a blank page in my notebook, wait outside an office door, press send. As if you're telling me that tonight the stage is mine. As if you're screaming, come on Eileen, come on. Thank you. Woo! I mean, I'm not going to lie, it's a bit of a banger, but I don't know if I'd claim it's the best song in the world. The next piece that I'm going to read, or talk, whatever you prefer, is about I've got this theory that every city in the UK has got a rock bar that stays open well longer than it probably should do most nights. And you go in there because everywhere else is closed, and that's the only place that's open that you can go in. And the floor is kind of sticky, you don't want to stand there for too long. And the people, they smell kind of weird, but the drinks are cheap and the company's good, so you stay, and that's where you go. And I know that Derby has got one, because I used to work there for a very long time, a place called the Hairy Dog. I know. And the people that go there, they, I don't know if they still do, but they used to call themselves hairy doggers. I did not identify as this, but there comes a time, if you've ever worked in a bar, or if you've ever worked a night shift, when you finish, you close up, you pull the people out of the box, you pop them in the taxis, you sweep up the broken glass and mop up the sick and all the wonderful And then you walk home and the sun rises and you think, oh, thank God, just a little bit of peace. And this is what that's about. It's called Sometimes the Night. I carry this city on my back. Every smashed window pane, every torn sleeping bag, every boarded up doorway, every bar fight, every want and regret, but sometimes the night and our walk home, between broken glass, kicking cans over concrete, burning hand-rolled fags between terraced houses that lean against one another as they hold up sky, between the crossfire of conversations beneath 5 a.m. streetlights. I pause and I breathe. I can breathe sometimes. The night and I make love behind abandoned flats where the cats sit and cradle dead pigeons and rats, where the overflowing gutter reflects the underabsorbed sky. A puddle of stars, blurred by foot and vision, lost to sunrise. Sometimes the night clings to my clothes, stinking of whiskey and rain, and God only knows I want this. Only they know. A moment so brief, so fleeting, morning June. Me and the darkness are just passing through. Thank you. This light is so glaring down here. It's alright, I like it. It's like a spotlight on the ground. It's cool. See what we did there, Sam? It's good. Right, so, I don't know, you probably do know what this is, but ode poems. Do we know what an ode is? Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a celebration poem. Celebrating something. It could be anything. You could be celebrating, I don't know, Kendall mint cake, or like trainers, or whatever it is. So I wanted to write an ode, give it a go. I think it's good to celebrate things. It's a very good thing to do in life. And this is me trying to be super meta and failing slightly. It's called Ode to Ode. Thought I was being clever. There is something to be said about those that see joy in light fittings. The rag and bone man singing scrap metal between the houses from a beaten up white van. Once I heard a person shout, "Hey, look at that slice of pizza propped marvellously on top of that bin." That person was me. Love made me sick until it didn't, and I wanted to high-five every bit of toilet graffiti written as lipstick proclamations of praise. Yes, Sarah, I can imagine that you do have nice tits. I was here too, Robin. No, I didn't leave a mark. Isn't it wonderful how yeast wills flour to rise? It reminds me when there was a toddler in my garden cheering wildly every time I brought my axe down on another piece of wood. I imagine this is what the soil does when green shoots climb from its embrace. I have learned not to expect too much from nature. Try to remember the sun is always behind the clouds, even though it's raining. Joy is an act of resistance. It can also be something we leave for our children to find. Like an old photo album at the back of the wardrobe. It's easy to forget that it's there. Thank you. We're doing all right. So, right, when I first started gigging, which was longer ago than I'd like to admit, I used to just carry around loads of proper tatty papers with me and that. And then when I got this book, they was like, "Come on, Sophie," mates was like, put these little thingies in it, these little pink thingies in it, so you can like bookmark where your poems are, and you'll be really organised. And look at it now, man. It's just tatty. Just gone straight back to how it was. Some things never change. Right, okay. So, there is a film on that there Netflix, which is called Fighting with My Family. I don't know if any of you have seen this movie. I got a little quiet woo in the corner. So basically, it's about Paige, who's like, and I could get this wrong, wrestling fans, so please feel free to correct me, but she's like the first British WWE Diva champion. That's her vibe. That's her vibe. Was that a handle position? That's correct. Ooh, okay, good. I did that once and someone was like, no, it's wrong. And I was like, oh no. And someone else was like, no, actually you're fine, you're just getting trolled. I was like, brilliant, okay, cool. So in that movie, there's a beautiful bar fighting scene, right? It's great. Got obsessed with bar fights for a while. No idea why. Poets, we do that, right? Just random things. And during that bar fight, it happened at Christmas, you know, the tinsel's coming off, you know, they're battering each other, all that sort of thing. And in my twisted little Sophie brain, I thought, how could I make this bar fight more interesting? What could I do? So this poem is called Wrestling with Baby Jesus. Put Jesus in the bar fight, people, that's what we do. Jesus tag teams 5 pints of Stella, picks up a packet of salted nuts and crushes them in his palm. Darren yanks a wise man from the nativity display, Freudian slip, throws it at Jesus' head. This is a surprise grudge match. Winner leaves with nothing. Jesus snaps a porky over his thigh, smashes Mrs. Ill vase into pieces over the carpet. Darren's fist yawns into him, blood pours from his mouth. His teeth, a factory line of overtime, his eyes, broken bottles. The dartboard sheds its numbers. The slot machine pisses pound coins. The man, painted on the gents' door, runs into the ladies. On the telly, Wizard stopped playing and placed bets from the summit of Roy Wood's beard. An audience member at the bar rocks on her stool, burbling the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who shot in West End, carol now be in Spain. The bell rings. The bartender calls time. The landlord phones the police, and the streets fill with the bird song of sirens. The sky throws up a burning bowling ball, dispersing the crowd like skittles. Come on, Jesus cries, screaming at the torn black bin bags, the footprint of dog shit smeared across the neighbourhood watch sign, the graffitied pavement. I'll take on all of yous. It's my birthday, and I'm celebrating. You're very quiet and respectful, and it was rowdy in the first half. So I just feel like we just need to have a little moment together. Just have a little moment, right? I'm going to count to 3. I'm going to say 1, 2, 3. Then after the 3, what I want you to do is just shout out your favourite, what could it be? Favourite what? Flower! Flower? We're not going to do Latin names, have we? Because I could get quiet. You can say self-raising, I guess. So yeah, we'll go with flower. We'll go with flower. Don't think about it too hard. Don't debate what's a flower or a weed. Don't go into all that. You don't have to do all that. It's okay. We're not Gardener's World in here. We're just, it's Some-Antics. It's all good. Don't think too much about it. So as loud as you can. As loud as you can. I'm going to count to 3. Yeah, you ready? 1, 2, 3. What did you say, Freudian? Daisies. I don't know why, but in my head I thought you just went, jellyfish! Daisies, good choice, good choice. Alright, okay. I feel like I'm chilled now. We should continue. Right, so the next poem I'm going to do, it's not rude or rote, but I've got to do like a language check, because it's dialect, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? And I'm from Derby. You guys are Leicester, some people Brougham, some people are Coventry, apparently, do you know what I'm saying? So we've got to make sure that we're all on the same page. So, if I say jitty, right, do we know what that means? Alleyway. Some people say snicket, some people say ginnel, some people say 10 foot. Anyone? Jitter, exactly. If I say oat or note, do you know what I mean? Some people are like, yeah, some people are like, nope, no idea what she's saying. Right, so, oat or note, anything or nothing, depending where you're from in Derbyshire, and I've been told off for my pronunciation, sometimes it's at or nat. So it depends where you're from. And finally, in Derbyshire, no matter how old you are, whether you're between the ages of 8 or 80, you are referred to as a youth. I don't know why, but you go in the pub and like there's the old boys at the bar and they're like, youth, what do you know, at or nat? Direct quote from Belper where I live. Okay, so this poem is about two youths, two lads, who are sneaking off down their jitty to practice ballroom dancing. I know, plot twist. It's called Slow Dancing Without Jack. Meet me at the jitty. Wear your black trackies. Tell the lads this is a two-man job, youth. Tell them it's a slate tiles or backy shipment need van for what we gotta move. They'll say, Del boys at it. Always dreaming, yeah, eat diamond geezer, that's me, youth. Can't do oat for note. Can't wake for dreaming. You lead, I'll follow Jack. We gotta move. Ignore the piss and rats and broken glass. Take my hands and sway close to me, youth. Some side hesitation and sharp floor craft, breaking the law the way we gotta move. I failed school. Only Latin I learned was tango, twist, jive, swing, strictly ballroom. We hustle hard, take a magic left turn. Quick step the sirens, Jack, we gotta move. Tell them we were skip diving or dealing or robbing. Tell the cops out but the truth. Yeah, they know me. I'm always out stealing. Man needs to survive. Jack, we gotta move. I shall finish on this one for you. Thank you for listening with your ears. I appreciate that. It's very nice of you. I'll chill around as long as the train allows me to and watch some more of your lovely words. If you thought, oh, that wasn't right, shit, that wasn't. There's some books at the back. But also, just come and say hi anyway. Doesn't matter. Book or no book, we can just have a high five and it'll be great. High five, yay, poetry. Cool. Okay, so finish off with. This was my I'm not going to write a lockdown poem, I wrote a lockdown poem. And it's about all the good things I've seen, all the good things. Some, yes, in poetical context, but it's about the good things. And the title, right, their original title. I was walking down the street in the morning. This feels like the start of a blues song or something. Wait for someone to go da-da-da-da. And I looked out over that there Derby. I thought, oh, look at that sunrise coming up behind the local Aldi. Sunrise over Aldi. That's what this poem's called. And we'll finish on this one. It won't always be like this. Somewhere boys will put down their postcodes and weep into tracksuits, step over double yellow lines and loiter with one another. On the south side of the city, a mother will embrace her daughter for the first time, try on her new name and find that it fits her lips. Caroline, she will say, Caroline, Caroline, you look beautiful. It won't always be like this. Somewhere, a 70-year-old birdwatcher will buy a motorbike and find that he too can fly. A black woman will show a mixed-race girl how to tie a head wrap, and something in her heart will leap. Somewhere, someone will utter the words, I love you, I miss you, I'm sorry. An atheist will speak Allah and smile at the taste of honey on his tongue. The dead will climb out of their graves and shake those standing in line at the bank. Somewhere, you will look down at the stars shooting across the dual carriageway and decide to climb off the iron railings. In the shadow of the service station, you will wait for dawn. Thank you very much for having me.